I said that. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another setting of uh shit. I have so many venues. Set of the Howling Winds, where Aiden is well. So right now he's moving towards the Fenris Sept to pay a visit to the flowers that are there. And does he see people he knows?
He'll see Theo nearby. He's playing music and dancing in the grass barefoot. His hair is pulled back into like a bun.
You see Veronica approaching in lupus form. She closes her eyes and is like silent around the shrine of Fenris. Her body language shows like some form of thankfulness.
He'll approach. He'll be silent because they seem to be concentrating on Theo is dancing, but Veronica is seems to be paying her respects to Fenris at least, and she'll smile and kind of a quiet, respectful hello.
Her ears perk up. You see her still having this serious pose, but like her ears perk up to like show she doesn't mind seeing you. She trots over.
How are you? And he'll go for a pat, but like a careful, so that he knows how she is. But she'll go to pet her, and if she doesn't want, he'll take his hand away.
You see her actually being okay with being petted, and she just like lounges down. You could tell with her that she's doing a little bit better than she was 2 days ago, but she's still having a tough time.
So he'll give her a belly rub.
Oh my goodness. You're literally catching, like, you're hearing a growl that's almost like a purr. I was just like eyes rolling the back of her head.
He smiles and keeps going as he watches the flowers.
Out of game, you made her day.
Yes.
You made my day. I hate you.
I'm a Shadow Lord. I'm supposed to be unhappy.
I'm a Shadow. We're supposed to be saying, oh my goodness, this feels amazing. Yes, keep worshipping me.
Theo finishes up his dance.
How are you, Tree?
I'm well. He smiles.
Veronica kind of just stretches and opens her eyes.
How are you, Elf? How are you, Veronica? He'll chew his lip.
Doing a little better than 2 days ago. Still working on breaking that curse.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Gotta be careful with Coyote.
She doesn't say anything. Theo has known Veronica long enough to know that she doesn't put up with nonsense, so...
Yeah, he doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I'm going better than most of the day yesterday.
That's good. So, Theo, I gotta mention something to you. Aiden, you're welcome to stay present. because you were here that day. So, Thea, we had a situation in like a desert part of California where Jesse,
Mhm.
some worm-tainted Octana were going to kill him. And unfortunately, Lashes made an attack on one of them, and because of Black Unicorn's bane, I didn't want to see anyone killed. So I ended up joining the fight. We could not capture any of them and interrogate them to figure out why they wanted to do this. A little birdie told me, since they weren't given the Gathering of the Departed right, we could go to the realm of the dead in Mexico and try to retrieve them. And I gotta I'm talking to Petra and Emil about that.
That could work.
I also want to coordinate with Jesse's pack because they're Octana. They may not wish to reveal informations to us. They might want to keep it private, but I'm hoping that will fix some of that and make sure we can figure out what's going on.
Honestly, I heard all of this from Jesse already.
Oh, okay. What else did Jesse tell
He
you?
smiles. Did you not hear how?
Out of game with Chowl again. There were so many today. I heard the one with
He'll nod.
Emil.
We can just say it. He wasn't. That Veronica wasn't on the Umbra.
Okay.
Jesse and or Jessica and I are mated now.
Oh, congratulations.
He nods
She,
and
she howls
smiles.
she howls a congratulations.
Right now.
Yes. She anytime something good happens to her pack members or family or anyone she associates with, she will howl a congratulations. You have known her long enough that she does this as a Shadow Lord Galliard.
He laughs.
There you know she takes certain things very seriously.
But I do hope your curse gets lifted soon.
Hope so too. I'm also going to talk to Emil to learn how some of these situations could have been handled better. So I'm going to tell you out of game what it was, because you've been her pack member long enough that you know her well enough. So you know Veronica, like she doesn't put up with a lot of nonsense, and her habit is if someone's trying to like bust her chops or something, she ignores them.
Yeah.
And she did that to Coyote. That was the
Yeah.
problem.
He kind of assumes that already.
So out of game, she's going to Emil to figure out how else she could have handled that to make her point across, like, don't mess with me. Because she only's got one dot in Spirit Lore and one dot in Umbra Lore. So she wants to learn more on that.
He'll smile and he'll just say, Veronica, I believe Coyote, he's a very kind spirit, but you have to firmly tell him. You can't just ignore him and decide he'll take the hint. It's kind of disrespectful to him.
That's when she kind of gets like the idea. And she's like, I'm starting to notice, she says, the wolf body language. Is there any other spirits I should not be doing that to? Is this with
Plenty.
all spirits?
Specifically Unicorn. You don't want to ignore Unicorn.
Well, that I wouldn't do because that black unicorns are pack totem. That's gonna look really bad.
I mean, White Unicorn is different, but you really don't want to ignore him either because he's all about regality and grace. And if you don't acknowledge someone who is all about their bearing, he nods and says that's a really bad idea.
Veronica regards quickly to Aiden and says in the wolf tongue that she wanted to thank him for not mentioning out loud what's going on to that demon. Like you could tell in the like it's not phrased exactly like that, but you're telling you're getting a thank you.
Yeah. Cosmo. And I guess he thinks what's for. Probably after a few seconds it works out. No worries.
She just kind of slumps down in the lounge, like with her language saying, "I don't know how I become friends with Children of Gaian members as a Shadow Lord. They're everywhere." You could tell this is more of a joke rather than an insult.
But yeah, Theo just kind of like blinks a little bit, and he'll say, "You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for a little bit. I only came here to dance and collect my thoughts."
Veronica
He
gives a
chooses little.
concerned look. Everything all right?
Oh yeah, everything's fine actually. Better than
Um,
it has been.
Good.
you can dance if you want to. You can leave
I
your
can leave
friends
my
behind.
friends. But if my friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
And I'm just not.
And Theo'll do like he'll just nod and laugh and walk off. And as he's walking off, this guy starts walking up and he's like, "You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. And if they don't dance, well, no friends of mine."
Aiden will like get up and start singing with him.
Veronica just has a very
That
baffled look.
I won't roll for it, but yeah, I'll say he notices that Aiden can sing.
Like he's spinning around on his feet and like doing like this little dance. "Hey, how you doing? I'm Calyx." He does a two-fingered salute to them.
I'm Aiden. Cool. Well, let's do it. Aiden O'Reilly, known to the nation as Coles the Hard to Dance. Born on two legs, under a gibbous moon, and clearest of the nation.
Veronica looks at the newcomer. I am
Bor-
Veronica, strikes with lightning, Stormborn, Queen of Cats. Born on two legs, gibbous moon, Shadow Lord.
Oh wait, that's
Fostered.
right. Oh wait, that's right. Until Saturday, my dead name is also fornicates with the bush. Long
Wait,
story.
what?
As he looks to Veronica.
Wait, what? When did you get that D name?
Jesse gave it to me. It's because, well, back in New York, I kind of. You heard about me having been in a relationship with a changeling back in New York, right?
I heard you had some associate with him. I didn't know you had a relationship.
And
Wait.
she
What
was
the
some
fuck is a changeling?
fairies, that kind of thing. And you'll think. And the one
Listen, Linda. Okay, um, uh, I don't understand half of these things that you guys told me. Like, I guess I know that there's like that Clea thing that's like rank thing, right? But yeah. Uh, uh, uh,
you might be that new cub. Are you the one that like? Are you the one that mated yourself?
well, when you and your hand love each other very much,
She like looks at him, stares at him for a few seconds. I have to unsee. I have to try and unsee that now. But yeah, that was. You know what? You said that. You like called yourself as a mate, and then I was gonna say you can't do that, and then I checked, and nothing that says you can't.
Honestly, I don't know what the fuck to do with like half of this stuff, and people were saying like, "Oh man, I want this mate. Oh man, I want this mate. Oh yeah." That was like 3 in a row, and I was like, "What? I don't."
I know, crazy people get mates really quickly here. But
And
anyways,
then they have like these very fancy names and stuff. Be like, his voice is thunder. Boo!
yeah, that's Theo. He was just here. But yeah, I was saying. So yeah, the changelings are kind of fairies, and I was in love with a girl who was a kind of a tree fairy, and so I made the
tree?
joke that yeah,
I have to describe
she
Calyx
was.
because you're in the Umbra.
Yes, go ahead.
So Calyx, in the Umbra, his muscles look very defined, like insanely defined, and his hair kind of it's bright red, and it kind of looks like it's flickering flames.
Veronica's intrigued by this.
So,
He sees Veronica's spirit heritage that looks like a thunder and lightning storm, and there's electricity coursing through her.
He, he's looking at her, be like, "That is so cool. How? Why do you look like that?" And he's just kind of looking at her up and down.
Grandfather Thunder, spirit heritage.
Spirit heritage? What's that?
Certain Garu can find a spirit and mate with it. One of my ancestors was allowed to mate with the totem of our tribe.
So you like get freaky with like what?
you do realize you're kind of like that, right?
You're already
He
like
touches
that.
his head. He touches his head. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he's like touching his body, looking around and spinning. He has no clue.
Out of game, where was the reflective surface we used to get in the Umbra?
Uh, I'm not sure.
Veronica
say it was.
points to Veronica points with her paw to a reflective surface. Look there.
He screams and starts patting his head and rolling around.
It's not hurting you.
You're not
I'm
on
not hurt.
fire here.
I'm not hurt with any electricity I have. It's not gonna hurt you.
What?
Do I see
I
him
don't
do
know.
this?
Yes.
She like similar to what you see like with some of those wolf videos where a wolf will come up and kind of like get their forepaws on someone and kind of like
Stop it.
not like in a sexual manner, but like almost like get on top of them. You see her do that and then put her head on top of his.
He's just kind of looking at her like, "Oh, I guess it doesn't hurt."
Aiden, I'm quite sure at this point, you know those electric balls? I think where her head is, it might look like that now. A storm cloud.
His head kind of turns to the side. Oh. That's interesting. So yeah, I was in I was in love with that tree fairy, and so I made the joke that I wasn't, as a child of Gaia, I wasn't just a tree hugger. I was a tree. Emil's bow. I was a tree fucker, and Jesse heard that joke and decided to give me the deed name Fornicate with the Bush.
He's thinking, and then he's like, "Wait a second, tree." So basically, a bear, right? Like you like a very very hairy man, like.
Actually, he probably would be in Glabrush. In with more wolf, but I guess like when we're because of our size and everything.
He's just kind of narrowing his eyes and looking at him like, okay. And he looks at Veronica. You, I don't understand anything. I thought I was smart, and this is all like weird. Like it kind of makes sense because I play video games all my life, and I'm just like, maybe like spirits are like summons from Final Fantasy or something like that, or what? Because I have no clue.
This is bigger than that. This is much bigger than that. She takes her paw and pats him on the head.
He's just kind of looking at her and being like, and I just realized, oh wait, no, this is normal. I'm at Seeker. That's right.
She gets off of him and then just goes to lounging down.
What do you guys do for fun around here?
Sing, dance. Apparently have sex for some people.
He just blinks. Okay, whatever. And he's like, now the one thing that has really got on my nerves since I've been here. Where are the video games?
They don't really have them here. However, I'm sure if you talk to somebody, you could arrange to have video games.
I've been dying. It's like I'm living in the Stone Age. He falls to the ground and starts crying.
She walks over seriously and then just like plops her body on top.
Out of character, he is literally like so upset because he has the flaw. He's addicted to video games.
Do you have a phone?
Candy Crush only does so much.
She looks at the newcomer and's like, "You have a phone, right?"
Okay. And he pulls up open his phone, and then he shows her all the emulators has on there.
Okay, now you can play your video games on that.
I try, but it's hard on a phone. You don't understand. I want to play. If I want to play a Nintendo game, I want to play it on a freaking Nintendo, not my phone.
How much time did it take to just download all that shit?
Oh, not long. Here, look. And he pulls open his phone and starts playing Sonic. And then you lost Calyx. There are nobody around him. He is playing video games. Video games are life.
Veronica gets off Calyx while he's no longer crying. And then just like plops herself on the ground.
Okay. He's like kind of looking at Calyx. Is he going to play until his phone dies off?
That, or if a spirit destroys it. He seems to like him a bit too much.
His ears perk up, and he's like, "Spirits will try to destroy video games? No, no."
Some might. Especially if you piss them off.
And he looks at his phone, and he's like, "I am on 10%." No.
What?
He just kind of curls up in the fetal position. He's like, "No." No, it's 9% now. Why are you going down so fast?
Because you're playing video games, don't I?
You see my problem. It doesn't last.
Wow, okay.
And then you hear a noise, that the sound effect of a phone dying. He screams.
I was going to say something that will make the rage in you probably pop out. Are you crying?
Yes. My life is over.
Veronica
What?
just watches with a serious look on her face.
No. Sonic, gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Woo-hoo. He's touching his phone, petting it. And yeah, he's just kind of in a ball, crying.
Veronica just watches.
This one is wow. He belongs right in this set, I think, somewhere.
I do know there's There's a tribe of glasswalkers around here. Maybe they could assist him with the video games.
We need Super Smash Bros. Here now.
Well, I'm not sure you can get it now. I don't want to get it for you.
He opens up his wallet and he's like, and he starts pulling out loads of cash, and he's like, I just want it now, but they won't let me go off Sepia.
I mean, if you want to give me money, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not sure I can do anything to help.
He just shoves it back in his wallet.
Okay, don't give me.
You know what? I'm going to build the biggest game station on the Sept.
If you do that, I suggest you should talk to Emil Rose. He's in charge.
Emil Rose? Okay. I'll talk to him, because I need my video games. He starts scratching like he's like video games are crack. he he then was like, now I don't even know how I got over here. It doesn't look like things are normal here. How do I get back?
It's the Umbra.
What's an Umbra?
It's where we are. It's the spirit world.
What's a spirit world? I'm panicking now.
Don't panic. It's. I mean,
Is this
what's the
normal?
spirit world? Just put the two words together. Spirit world.
I was just looking into the lake, and the next thing I know, I was just walking over here.
Yeah, because you looked at a reflective surface.
What does that even have to do with anything?
It's a way to get. You'll sigh. How you go from the Umbra to the real world and vice versa. You look into a
She looks at him and is like, okay, think of that as a warp hole in Mario. Stare at that reflection, concentrate, and you can get on the other side.
What? Oh, like pipes?
Or the paintings.
Video games are like real?
There are certain things from your video games that are real here.
By the way, Lindsay's coming.
Oh, cool. Glad she's feeling better.
I don't understand. Is it like I have like a fire flower power up or something? That's why my hair is on fire?
She now shakes her head like she just can't get through to him.
I don't understand.
One of your parents.
My hair is on fire. I am stuck in this thing called the spirit world because portals, like tunnels going through like mirror lakes and stuff. What?
No, it's called the Umbra. It is the spirit world. It's kind of where spirits are. See, like I said,
like Might and Magic, like the video game, like the Umbra, the spirit world from there.
Yes, like the video games. You'll just not see. It's good, like the video games. Video games are good.
like on the floor trying to make sense.
I swear to God, if I help him make sense of this, I should get renowned for this shit. Okay, so and he'll think.
Where are you guys?
Shrine Fenris' shrine in the Umbra.
In the Umbra, okay.
Yeah.
You played Zelda, right?
I imagine that Seeker can probably hear her cub screaming.
Yes. He's been screaming a lot.
Yeah, so Seeker's gonna show up. And she's gonna look. She's actually haunted. She's gonna look at the lot of you.
Seeker! He runs up and hugs her.
She hugs him. Are you okay?
My phone died. I can't play video games. I'm stuck in this place called the Umbra. And now, like, are there gonna be like elemental things attacking me? It's one of the dangerous places.
I'm not stuck.
Mind magic.
Okay. Shh. She'll stroke his hair. She'll stroke his hair. Okay, calm down, please. Please just calm down. Okay.
Is he like that all the time?
You're in the Umbra. You're in the near Umbra, which is right on the other side of the actual world. And there's nothing that is, especially here on Sept, there's absolutely nothing that is going to attack you. You're in a friendly place.
Okay.
Okay? So, in order to get back across, you're going to need to concentrate and look at something reflective.
Like the water I was looking at while I was playing games on my phone.
Yes, that would be it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Seeker's going to guide him through stepping sideways. I don't know how much gnosis he gave this guy.
He actually has. I think he has 2.
2. Oh, the gauntlet rating on Sept is 4.
Okay. Yeah, he has 2 gnosis. Okay. And the roll is just gnosis diff 2. Diff 4, I mean.
Diff 4. Yeah. Gnosis diff 4. Don't botch.
He's gonna botch. 2 successes.
Nope. 2 successes. So it takes a few minutes, but Calyx will get back across to the Tellurian.
He cries a little bit more and starts kissing the ground, and then he realizes he's kissing the ground, and he starts like wiping it off his tongue.
Oh my lord. So when Seeker is actually already waiting for him because she popped across the Ember instantly. So she's waiting for him when he gets back across, and it's like, see? Easy.
I like have superpowers.
You have something called Gnosis, which is your magical essence. It allows you to cross planes, like from here, the normal world, to the Umbra, which is the spirit world.
So it's like my MP. I'm literally playing in an RPG.
I suppose that's one way to look at it, sure.
Oh my lord. What?
She shakes her head. Like, she's lupus. She does know what video games are and RPGs, things like that. But
I does this mean I could be like a summoner or something? Being all like summoning like magic and I could summon.
Well, that's sort of the job of the theurge. Everybody has different auspices, which is their roles in the nation.
So it's like classes in an RPG.
Sure. Okay, let's go with that. You are more like, she'll think, a bit like a rogue.
Like the X-Men?
No, the class. Rogue.
Damn it, I thought I could have a lot of
Those
power.
they're
She's
like,
super powerful.
okay, so Ragabash is they're the scouters, the trackers, stealth assassins. They are usually sent ahead to gather information and things like that. And that's what
So
you are. You're a Ragabash.
that's why, like, this necklace that I have that my mom gave me, like, can make me go invisible.
So she'll touch the necklace as a theurge, and a previously powerful theurge, she can definitely garner a level 1 fetish, what it is. Say, oh yeah, this one's pretty common. It's called a Nyx's Bangle, and it allows you at night to be a lot less detectable. So yeah, you don't necessarily turn invisible, but you're a lot harder to spot.
Oh, okay. I thought I would turn invisible because nobody saw me with it on when I snuck into the Glasswalker's home.
No,
Wait.
it just makes you tougher to spot in the shadow, but it doesn't render you invisible. No.
That is how he saw me. Oh.
Yes. She'll smile. Yes.
Then I could have got away with it too if I knew that.
See, that's why it's always best to first arm yourself with information. She'll smile.
Normally I would, but I was just like, fuck it.
She'll nod.
I wasn't in a very
definitely
good mood that day.
I can't say that I've ever been in such a bad mood that I've wanted to steal a Grand Clave, but hey, she'll shrug. Whatever.
He looks down, and this is an expression that Seeker has never seen before. Like, his face goes dark.
Her brows go up. Are you okay?
Oh, and then he immediately switches back and smiles. Oh, I'm fine.
She'll blink. Okay, that was... She holds a finger up. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. He laughs.
Oh, okay. Okay. So did everybody else come back across, or are they still in the umbrella?
Yeah, we can say Aiden kind of comes across.
Veronica does, and she lounges.
Okay.
She's gonna let him finish talking.
Is he alright? Calix, are you alright?
I'm fine. If you want to check, if you want to roll empathy, you can.
Yeah. I'm a rule seeker's perception empathy. She's a bit sus.
Okay. Manipulation subterfuge. Because he has 6 dice with manipulation subterfuge, so.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
Should just be 6.
3 successes.
Okay. You wouldn't have gotten for Helix because he got 3 successes and Defender once.
At 4.
Right?
I have
Seeker got
4.
4.
I have 4 out of 4 dice. Wow.
Dang, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Nice. Yeah, you do. Sure do.
Okay. So, is anything bigger than 4?
Nope. Just Seeker
Okay,
and
well-
Aiden got 4.
Okay. Yeah, Aiden can tell he's kind of upset about something. Like, you'll barely notice it, like he's bottling it in, but he's obviously upset about something.
Will Seeker get that it was what she said?
How
That
many
it had to do with
successes
what she
did
said?
Secret get?
4.
4. Yeah.
Because there's a 10.
Yeah, I would say that he immediately had a reaction to what she said,
Okay.
and then he bottled it up.
She'll put a hand on his shoulder. If I said something wrong, please tell me. Don't keep it in.
Oh, no. He bites his lip and looks down.
She'll raise her eyebrows. Like, you can't get this shit past me, dude. Come on. She'll squeeze his shoulder reassuringly. It's okay. Oh.
He starts tearing up.
She'll pull him in. The mug.
My mom just died.
This guy likes video games, so he's going to sing for him. He's going to sing.
So.
He's going to sing the song from Wreck-It Ralph.
Aw. So when he says that his mom just died, she has a soft-hearted flaw, so she's just gonna hold him and hug him. I'm sorry.
4, 5 with a 10. 5 successes as he sings. What's the name of the song? I think it's called Wreck-It Ralph, actually. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph from the cartoon Wreck-It Ralph. Because he figures since Wreck-It Ralph now isn't one that has to do with video games or in a video game world. Yes, so
it's kind of, she can tell that he's still trying to hold in all of his emotions. He doesn't just want to fall apart.
Yeah.
But he's crying.
She's just holding him, soothing him. She's a lupus, so she doesn't have the attachment to her parents that Hamids do, but she has more than enough empathy to be able to understand his pain. So, yeah, she'll just hold him and let him cry.
Veronica just walks over and looks around to make sure no one's watching and kind of stands up where she's holding him.
And she'll whisper to him, "You don't have to talk about it right now, but I'm here if you need me, okay?"
Thank you.
Of course. You're my cub. I care about you.
He hugs onto her, and he's shaking a little bit.
She'll just rock him and soothe him. She does have this very mama wolf feel to her. And she's had plenty of wolf pups.
My mom was all I had.
So, let me guess. You lost your mom. You changed. So, your entire world as you knew it is turned upside down, and you don't know where to go from here.
He nods.
I know exactly how that is. I was born a wolf. My life was eat, sleep, hunt. And then I changed. And all of a sudden I had to learn so many things that I never even knew existed. Taken away from my pack and being forced to live with, well, humans, basically. Learning how to use a human form. It's, I've been like this. I've been guard for
I've been guard
20, almost 20 years, but it's still, sometimes the human world is still very confusing for me.
He holds on to her really tight.
Attempting to describe it. Yes.
So I do know how that is. And I'm here for you. And she'll hug him really tight.
I'm gonna like swinging back with flipping the coin.
Thank you. I'm
You're
here for you
welcome.
I
too.
think I would like lean back to her.
She'll smile. Thank you.
Then I got the one arm folded over the stomach and the other one's just
sometimes
flipping
even
the
I
coin
need
and catching
somebody.
it. That's how she's standing.
He wipes away his tears, and he looks at her and he says, I never even cried.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Everybody deals with their emotions differently and their grief differently.
People doesn't notice.
I don't cry very often. It's not in a wolf's nature to cry because we can't. It's just we should express our sadness differently. I'm not saying that in the years that I've had a Hamid form that I haven't cried, because I have. It's still a little weird for me to do it because, like I said, it's not in a wolf's nature to cry. But expressing your grief in a different way is not a bad thing. You don't have to cry. It's okay if you don't.
I do have a question.
Of course.
Am I gonna be arrested?
For what?
When I blacked out, I ripped them all apart.
No, you shouldn't be. There are ways. It's called protecting the veil. I'm sure that whoever it was that rescued you afterwards stayed and cleaned up. If there should have been a team that came and got you, and some would have stayed to clean up while the rest took you back to the sept. So no, you shouldn't be arrested. We make sure that frenzies, accidental things like that happen get explained away. There's probably a news article about a wild animal attack.
Is it bad I'm happy they're dead?
No. She'll shake her head. No. No, it isn't.
You'll be alright. People here, and he'll smile. People here tend to be more than willing to listen.
He smiles. Sorry, I don't usually let people see that side of me. He laughs.
It's okay. We're all family here.
Izzy probably would have just been, well, obviously the two of them would have been off and doing their own thing.
I was in your place yesterday. So, yeah. Don't worry about it.
He grins. And then his face turns to his phone, and he's like, "Oh wait, oh wait, oh no, oh no."
Okay, hang on. Okay, let's get you back so you can charge your phone. Everybody can obviously come, but there's. Let's get you back to your cabin so that you can charge your phone.
Also, they told me I need to talk to Emil or something because I told them I want to build a really big game area. I have money to work on it, but they said.
So there's two people you would need to talk to for that. Yes, you would need permission from the Sept Alpha, but you'll also need permission from the Keeper of the Land.
Well, Lord knows what care.
Uh-huh. Well,
The Keeper of the Land oversees any new things that are put on Sept that has to do with disrupting the land, which a game area would disrupt the land because you're building a new structure. So her name is Binds by Blood. She is a Uktena Theurge, an Adrian. I can speak to her on your behalf if you'd like.
he
Or
smiles.
take you to meet her.
Either or, I just emulator games are they're fun and all, but technically they're kind of illegal if you don't own the game.
Okay. Actually, so there are a couple glasswalkers on Sept that you might want to talk to. One is Symphony of Memes, and the other one is Writes the Rules. He's the truth catcher, but they both really like their electronics and games and things like that. So you might want to talk to them.
I can have people to play games with me.
Yes,
there was
you
only a
can have people
few.
to play games.
I mean, there was plenty of people like when I was on the Glasswalker Sept because they were like, "Of course we have games, duh." But
yeah, we don't. For some reason, don't have many glasswalkers here, or even bonars. But there are a couple glasswalkers on Sept.
I have my full size.
And of course, there's another cub who's been adopted by the glasswalkers. There's, I believe, a Cleath who just arrived that is also a glasswalker.
oh really?
So they're coming in. Yeah, she'll nod. But I've
Veronica.
learned how to play video games. Or any games. I would be willing to play with you.
Veronica looks at him and is like, the glasswalker I believe you're talking about is Sasha. And Calyx will notice Veronica does not look like a thunderstorm with electricity.
He's blinking. He's like, "Do you cause power outages? Because if you cause power outages, I'm gonna have to keep you away from the games."
She just has a serious look on her face, like she doesn't know what to say to that.
Like his face is completely serious. Like, no, don't go around my games.
We just discussed that this doesn't hurt in the Umbra when I'm with you.
We're not in the Umbra
She
though, and
shakes her head.
there was electricity.
Veronica looks at Seeker and says of Wolf, he doesn't understand spirit heritage.
I'll say back, he doesn't understand a lot of things. He is very brand new to the nation. He wasn't even raised in it. It's going to take a while, but he'll learn.
He just has a shit and eating grin across his face. Well, if you promise that your electricity thingy majigger, whatever it is, uh, uh, as long as it doesn't cause power outages or like mess with technology and
No.
things, I've
No,
Aiden-
no. That doesn't affect anything,
Aiden's
especially on
eyes.
this side.
Aiden's eyes go big. Wait. I know how to explain Spirit Heritage. You've played Final Fantasy VI, right?
yes.
Okay, you know how the main character turns out being like half.
Half Esper.
Yes, Esper. Well, that's what people with Spirit Heritage are. It's actually quite a lot like that. Her father was
I'm like an
Esper.
Esper.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you're
Veronica
like,
has a very confused look.
Oh yeah, in the Ember, in the Ember, Calyx looks like Prometheus and has like this fire glow that comes off of him in the Ember as well.
Yeah,
he looks like
I described his hair look like flames.
yeah, pretty much.
so think about it as if your father is Ifrit or something.
Oh my god, my father is Ifrit?
I don't know, but I mean, if it is fire, I don't know exactly, but yeah, your father is, I'd say, some kind of fire spirit or sun spirit. I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah, it is possible for Garu to be born of half spirits or deities or something like that. We have a couple of on Sept that are like that. Hand of a seer. His mother is actually Freya, the goddess.
He starts crying.
Oh, she'll hold him again. Like, oh no, don't cry. My baby, don't cry.
I didn't believe my mom.
Oh,
I thought she was losing her mind.
she'll shake her head. No, not losing her mind.
She said I was a son of Prometheus, and I thought that was stupid, and I thought she was losing her mind, and that was one of the last few things we talked about was how much I didn't believe her.
She just wraps him up and rocks him.
Oh,
You're okay. It's, I'm sure, very hard to believe, especially since you did not grow up in our nation and knowing about things like this. She'll not. I can imagine that it would sound fantastical.
He just looks really hurt.
I think it's probably a good idea for you to rest for tonight.
He
Go
nods.
charge your phone, play some games, get some sleep.
I'm tired, yeah.
She'll nod.
He'll rub his
get him back.
eyes and walk with her.
She'll get him back. She'll stay with him in his little house tonight in Lupus and curl up at his feet.
If she doesn't mind, he'll actually hold
Something I
her.
can help you with?
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure. She'll definitely be cuddle Lupus.
Yeah, he's hugging
And
the
she's
puppy.
small, so yeah, she's small. She's not an overly big wolf. She doesn't have the short flaw or anything, but she's just red wolves aren't very big anyway, and she's slightly smaller than a normal red wolf. So so yeah, she'll easily fit in bed with him, and she'll definitely be that cuddle support wolf for him.
I'll say Aiden just. I'll watch them where they go in and kind of smile. Look to Veronica. Looks like this one is going to need people looking after him.
She just sits down.
I'll sigh.
It'll be a while before he gets the hang of it, but he will get the hang of it.
I'm sure he will. Certainly he seems to have a lot of heart.
He does. Something he'll need to be careful with certain people.
I'm not. Can't wait till he meets Sasha though.
I believe him and Sasha will get along. Sasha's creative.
I'll probably go in my in my cabin too. Welcome to join me for a drink if you want.
She follows you.
I'll go in there and I'll like look around, look for a drink. What do you want? Whiskey,
She shifts to Hobbit.
whiskey, beer, water,
I'll have a beer.
and her a beer.
Even though she doesn't say anything, you see a nod as a way of saying thank you.
He'll approve. Yeah, he gets it. Not easy. Kind of.
She looks.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just to say she just looks at him while she's like taking a few sips of it.
Not easy going back and talking about the ghosts of your past.
I barely heard you. I'm sorry.
I'll say it's not easy going back and talking about the ghosts of your past.
It wouldn't be easy to talk to those ghosts. No, we have to.
Well, I mean, not literally the ghosts of your past. I mean, going back and talking about the wrongs you've done. Or what you see as wrong, or, well, as for his case, for his first change.
She just has a serious look, like she's not sure what to say. But she's just letting you keep talking.
He'll drink, kind of look. Not absent-mindedly, but, well, kind of, like he's thinking of something. He's still there and listening if something happens, but he seems to be thinking about something.
She's enjoying her beer. Even though she doesn't say anything, and you learn with her, she's one of those people, she won't ask for certain things or anything, but you tell, like,
Yeah. She's
she is grateful of how nice you've been to her. What are you thinking about doing on this sept, since you've been here for a while?
No, maybe like get it back together. Maybe make it a rescue team. I mean, we kind of rescued Jesse the other day, and I'm not kind of, well, I'm not sure I can say enjoyed, because I was kind of worried about Jesse.
I was too.
We made it back with him.
I was worried if I didn't do what I did, that he was probably going to either kill Jesse or kill Johan after what he's been through with his husband. Also, you and Lashes are new to the nation. It would be a shame to see both of you just cut down.
Well, I look grateful. Thank you.
So you're considering war as your totem, or like a war totem? Or you're not really sure what type?
Probably a war totem. Maybe Panther. Especially with all the best dead on that. I think that having Panther could be interesting.
That could be interesting. There's other cats too that I'm sure you could find too. If you don't have a Theurge, I would find one to talk to, and they can possibly go over ideas. You are a Galliard, so another idea you could do, you can give a hobble to people, see who answers it. That's how I got my pack together. As she just slams her empty bottle of beer down.
So what is your pack about?
We fight corruption. All forms of corruption, not just worm taint, but weaver wild taint. It originally started because somebody tarnished the Shadowlord tribe name, and to improve our standing. Then Children of Gaia and a Black Fury joined and took notice, as well as a Bubaste had interest in interacting with Garu, and it just evolved into improving interactions and fighting corruption.
Or not? I can definitely respect that.
Our totem is Black Unicorn.
Yeah, I heard. Oh yeah, being a child of Gaia.
She smirks knowing like he would get that part.
And when we rescued Jesse, I guess we could have. It would have been better if we had gotten one of them alive, but I was facing Rune and I was
It
not
was it was a very difficult situation because someone was trying to kill you, and two people ganged up on Lashes because he attacked one of them. It could have been handled better, but when Lash attacked one, that's when people were getting hurt. And she just sighs in aggravation. One of the reasons I went looking around to figure out how that could have been handled better, and someone gave me a tip off that there might be a way to find their spirits and talk to them and figure out what they were doing. So hopefully that works.
often. As what could as something we could have handled it better at the time. We were just as numerous as them, if not well. We were actually one more. So,
Best thing that advice I'm going to give you with a pack that you're probably going to like: communication's key.
or not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should have communicated and strike them at the same time.
I believe you and I will get along just fine.
Or not. Yeah, I think so too. So how long have you been on this set?
2 months.
Where were you before?
Salem, Massachusetts, as she just puts both her hands under her chin and props herself on her elbows. And you're from New York.
Well, last place I was, yeah, New York.
Okay.
Well, the last place is where I had my childhood, most of it. I just, well, one day the changelings disappeared. And that changeling I told you about, I was very close to her, and I just couldn't take being in New York without her anymore. Just everywhere I went, I just remembered her, and I couldn't take it, so I left.
Even though she gives you a serious look, you could tell like there's some type of understanding with that. You don't see her anymore, do you?
No, she disappeared one day, and I've been looking for her ever since. Although I've been told that a way to find her is not to look for her, but to make her look for me.
You may not know this, but my pack mate, Theo, knows about Faye. Another person you could talk to is Emil and Kier. They know a lot about the Fae and the changelings and such. They should be able to help you out with that.
I've talked to, a couple of things. I was told Maurice is probably the better person to go to.
But one thing, like I said, you could do. You're a Galliard, you could do a howl elation. Declare that you're looking for people to join your pack, join and make a pack, and state your goals. See if you get a rallying point.
Or not.
You see her taking her beer bottle with one finger and kind of like rolling the bottom of it in a circle like she's thinking something over.
How small. And take a sip and go, so you have something on your mind.
She just gives a serious look.
Want to share with the class? Or you don't have to class, I mean, in a small class of 1 right now. Well, 2.
Oh, he's handing another beer. She's okay with that.
He'll say want to share with. I think she has because she's obviously thinking about something. Because he's obviously thinking of something. He'll say, "You want to share with the class?" They're only a class of 2 right now.
If I share it with you, I do not wish for this to be brought up to anyone outside my pack.
It's a sealed.
Even though I've been dealing with this curse, things still don't feel right without my 2 mates. It's not the same without them. Them looking at you like you're a stranger. Not being able to touch them or talk to them. Knowing that you worked really hard to have them in your life. As you see her just like tapping her fingers.
That can be difficult, I imagine. Have you looked into what you can do?
Some of the elders and aethors of this sept, various tribes, have told me that if I go through humility, that could possibly lift the curse. I ended up giving up my status as alpha for a week, gave it to the Boobaste in our pack. There was somebody here that also offered to find ways to help me humiliate myself. That one I don't really want to get into too many details.
Don't have to.
But just the idea of being alone without anybody with me just hasn't been the same. So far, one of the few people that have been helping out is, aside from my pack, is Petra. He'll check up on me.
Petra seems fun. He tried to, while you were there, he tried to claim me as a mate when I first met him.
He's a very playful character. As much as he can be obnoxious every now and then, but he does really care. Other people have been checking up on me. My packmate Bailey has been checking up on me. He's the Philodox in our group. He's usually one of the few that will, if he believes that I'm being too harsh or making a wrong decision, he'll say something. Lita's been coming by at night in lupus form, curling up. It has not been easy. But everybody in my pack has been checking up on me.
Your pack, I would can't really imagine a pack not looking after one of their own that is suffering.
Well, we became like a giant family. Supposed to be getting married to my second mate. I'm not even sure if he's gonna, if I'll break that curse and that's gonna happen. You see her with her tapping her fingers that they're starting to, there's more force going behind them as she's just getting like more agitated. Like, if you want, you can make an empathy or subterfuge roll. Lindsay could do the discretion on difficulty.
Lindsay, what difficulty? You can type it if you want. What difficulty?
Just standard diff 6.
Okay.
Just letting you know, out of game, she doesn't open up to many people.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling. One success.
With her, she's not just bottling up her emotions, she's hiding it with anger.
I can't think. I've been told I have to say this to people, and you've opened up to me. I think it's right that I open up to you. He'll put his hand on his mouth. Okay. You were here when I first came and told about why I have this tattoo that he'll show on the arm. Tattoo is kind of like a rose, but it's also a skull, like the flower also the petals also form a skull. I think you could say well, still to find out what the group was about exactly, but we were a mercenary group, and we were all around the same age, except from one guy who kind of, well, he wasn't much of a father figure, but he was our trainer, and he had adopted us from a very young age. And he was the one that came to us and gave us missions. We were trained to fight and kill from the moment he had gotten his hands on us. One mission was to kill a certain guy, which we did. Mission went to plan up until a certain point. I was the one that plunged the knife through him. But as I took the knife out and turned back around, I saw his daughter staring back at me. Just a little girl. Panicked, I did not know how he froze in place, not knowing what to do. We normally killed anyone that saw us that was a child. Innocence. But John, the guy that trained us. As she sees John, she can feel this hate when he says that name.
You see her anger, her look like kind of get serious as well as like tensed up hearing that.
He ordered me to kill him.
She puts the beer bottle down and stops tapping her fingers and just straightens up and looks.
What? Tears come running down his face. And I didn't think I wanted to protect the people I had grown up with. I didn't want us to go. I didn't want something to happen to us. And with the order I did as I was told. I stared back at her eyes looked into mine. Those eyes, pure innocence, staring back at mine.
She gets up in Kiernos and like hugs you. And looks around to make sure no one else is watching. The minute she sees you crying.
Kind of, it's a bit hard because, well, Kranos is a big form. His eyes kind of go to her, kind of grabbing. I've been told I have to tell this. Well, one of the ways it will make it easier for me to forgive myself. Helps coming out. Helps telling the story, but it's not easy.
To something like that, it does not sound like it would be easy on most people.
I'll just shake his head.
She keeps holding him until she gets an idea. He calms down while looking out the windows of the place, making sure.
I'd say it takes a few minutes. After a while, he comes down.
When he calms down, then she'll let go and shift back to Hamid.
What brings the nightmares I've been talking about? Also,
You have
why
nightmares every night.
if I'm not, yeah. Also, why I left that group. I left them that very night. I couldn't take it anymore. One of them was I had grown to be particularly close to. It was hard saying goodbye to her. It was hard saying goodbye to all of them, but to her. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad that God chose me. I'm meeting people that are wonderful, but when she chose me, when I had my first change, I was looking to have a normal life, one without violence, without killing. And Gaia had other kinds of things.
She takes out her cell phone and she looks at you and she's like, if you need someone to talk to, I'll give you my number. If I'm not doing anything, I'll just come down here.
You're not. Thank you so much.
As much as Shadow Lords might do things people don't like, I could tell this has been happening for you more than a few days, so this is more likely bothering you more than me.
this been? Now I know that life I wanted when I left there, I never something I am going to be able to have. Why
I can.
have it?
Oh,
Sorry. Why I try to sing to make others happy. Kind of makes it easier.
Veronica looks at him and is like, if you have a strong motivation to make sure nobody else gets hurt, that might be something you want to do with your goals as a rescue pack. And you might want to consider going for alpha or beta. This way, you'll actually have certain powers and control in that. There's a few other people here that I know are looking for packs, so you might be able to find some. You haven't met one of them, but there is a Fiona Cleve that I don't believe she has a pack. I don't believe Lashes or Sasha have a pack. I'm sure there's others. There's so many people here that come in and out.
Yeah, I was thinking about Lash. Maybe Sasha, I'll see. And who is that? What's the name of that Yana?
Lindsay, out of game, what's her name? What's Joey's character's name? I know it starts with an S.
Her name's Siobhan. She's Siobhan McFinn. She is a granddaughter of the Ardray.
Siobhan, it's called. Okay. That's her name, and she's the daughter of granddaughter of the Rig. Is that right, Lindsay, or did I mess that up?
Ardray.
Ray. Sorry.
That's okay.
She's also the mate of Sierra Lies with Dragons. But I'm sure if you talk to the local Fiona, they'll probably point you out to her. She's another Galliard.
Yeah, I saw her at the meet.
But if you did a howl, I'm sure you might be able to get some attention from those that might be interested in looking for a pack. Do what your my recommendation as advice. Tell them what your goals are with your pack, and if you have want to avoid killing people or try to keep that at a minimum, mention that too to some of them when you're in person.
Or not.
No, you may not like to hear this. There's certain points you may not have that option.
Yeah, no, I know that.
My pack is full at the moment, but I don't believe you would like what we do with the hunting corruption, because we'll have to make tough decisions you may not like.
Or not.
Because anything can be corrupted, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but the truth. But I'll be glad to have your back as allies.
We'll keep in touch. I wish you luck with getting your pack together.
Thank you.
Out of game, did you want to continue with the scene or did you want to end it?
Now we can end it here.
Okay.
So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we'll see you on another episode of Death of the Howling Wind.